All the audience are requested once again to share at your end the joining link. We are requesting once again because our today's first speaker already joined, Dr. Archana Bhatia. Madam is there. So we will start very soon. So I are requesting once again to share at your end, as well as the YouTube link also mailed from our end also. So we can start our program very shortly. So please share at your end. Thank you. Tanisha madam, are you there? Hello. Tanisha madam, you start. You can start. Yes, ma'am.
Should I start or you want first? Hello? Dr. Chakravarti, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Should I start, Dr. Chakravarti?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Chakravarti, am I audible?
Yes. Continue.
तो मैं स्टार्ट कर लूं?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, madam. Yes, please.
Should I start?
Yes, yes, madam.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, we have organized a 2 weeks entrepreneurship development program, and today is the last day of this workshop. It was organized with association with the ICC, IQAC and Innovation Cell of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. Our today's topic of the workshop is on technology adoption, a path to success in entrepreneurship by Dr. Archana Bhatia, Associate Professor, HOD of Department of Commerce, Chief Coordinator of all SFS courses, DAV Centenary College, Faridabad. She has gained a MCOM degree and she is also a gold medalist from MD University Rohtak. She has also achieved 23 awards and recognitions for various academic aspects such as awards for Best Academician of the Year 2021 from Cognizance Academia registered under Government of India. Dr. Bhatia has received appreciation letter by Vice President of India for the book Ye Asma Mujhe Do. She has authored 13 books and 49 research papers published in international journals and conferences. Dr. Bhatia has also presented 25 research papers in national conferences and seminars. She is also the president of a NGO which is engaged with women empowerment issues. I'll welcome Dr. Bhatia and request her to present with her session. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are. Please continue.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a nice introduction. Today's my topic is I would like to relate technology with the success of entrepreneurship and startups. This is my brief profile, which is already being shared over here. Subjects. So let us start the topic without wasting any time. And ma'am, am I audible? मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको?
हाँ आ रही है, आप बोले।
ठीक।
Yes ma'am, you are audible.
ओके, बिंदु मैम, प्रीति झा मैडम, रेखा शर्मा, आप में से कोई मुझे बताता रहेगा बीच में अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है।
Okay, fine ma'am.
Firstly, we should try to understand the meaning of the term entrepreneurship. Before starting today's lecture, I would like to add one thing, that I'm not delivering this lecture only for the intellectual pursuits, but my main purpose will be to throw some good insight, light on the topic to India. So firstly, the entrepreneurship. The word entrepreneur is derived from the French word, which means innovation plus risk plus skill. And obviously, an entrepreneur should take a calculative and rational risk. When we talk about an entrepreneur, he is a visionary person. He should have new idea, some societal contribution, and he is the creation of new market first mover advantage. He works under a new unconventional idea. If you remember, in the year 1994, there was an idea of e-commerce, and nowadays that idea is already rocked. So entrepreneur is basically a person who is having a creative bent of mind, who wants to add something to the existing idea or to create a new one. To know about the more entrepreneurship in context of India, we know the names of a startup of Flipkart, that is Binny and Bansal, then Rahul Yadav, who created housing.com, Swiggy, Azhar Iqbal for InShots, Falguni Nair, who is a founder of the startup Nykaa, then Tilak Mehta, who is a young entrepreneur of India, Papers and Parcels. But one thing is very clear, achievement of any entrepreneur or the achievement of any startup owner is not a miracle, because behind the success, behind the achievement, nowadays the path or the success story has changed. In the past, there was a saying, you must do hard work. But in present, besides having the degrees, the technical degree, you need to have imagination in your mind. You need to have creativity in your mind. Then only you can rock in the domain of entrepreneurship. Then only you can rock in the startups. कहते भी हैं, यूं जमीन पर बैठकर क्यों आसमां देखता है, पंखों को खोल क्योंकि जमाना तो उड़ान देखता है, लहरों की तो फितरत है शोर मचाने की, लहरों की तो फितरत है शोर मचाने की, लेकिन मंजिल उसी की होती है जो नजरों से तूफान देखता है. So now the next slide, this is for startup. As per the Albert Einstein quote, which is very relevant in the 21st century, that is, the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. If you are having a degrees, that does not mean that you can create some good idea. So you need to build up your imagination, you need to build up your creativity. These factors are well taken in the NEP 2020 of India, in the education policy. So the startup begins when you fulfill the unmet needs of your customers. Startup basically starts when there is unmet need of the customer, then you create some value, you add some value addition to that particular product or the existing product, any modified idea, then only you can create a startup which can rock. If we talk about here, I would like to put two examples. अमेरिका में जनरली ऐसा देखने में आता है कि बच्चे अपने बूढ़े माँ बाप को ओल्ड एज होम्स में छोड़ आते हैं। वहाँ की एक स्टार्टअप है पापा, उन्होंने ऐसे बूढ़े माँ बाप को घुमाने के लिए, उनकी जरूरियात को पूरा करने के लिए, उनको एंटरटेन करने के लिए ये स्टार्टअप बनाया, जिसमें आप एक व्यक्ति को हायर कर सकते हैं जो उनको घुमा सकता है, उनको एंटरटेन कर सकता है. So this is a creative idea. Maybe this idea cannot rock in the present context in India, but in America, that startup really showed a tremendous good results. Similarly, there is a startup in Israel called Strigo. That startup also begins to fulfill the unmet need of corporates. Because in big corporates or business houses, lot of money is being derailed in terms of imparting the technical training, in terms of building the manpower. So this Strigo, this is imparting this kind of startup which is extending the employees training part and grooming part. Now these are some few of the latest technologies, but
Sorry, ma'am, for interruption. Slide is not moving.
now it's moving, ma'am. Ma'am, latest
No,
technology is visible or not?
Yes, it's visible, but it's not moving.
Ma'am, first slide. I talked about the two slides first. I think entrepreneurship was also there, and then startups. Madam Bindu, this is the
There is first slide.
Yes, ma'am. Only first
Dean
first slide is visible.
first. Okay, ma'am. I'll share again.
Slide is not moving, ma'am.
मैम ओनली इंट्रोडक्शन वाली स्लाइड ही आ रही है सिर्फ.
Move कर रही है, ma'am. Ma'am, now
Now it's
वो अब हुआ है नहीं तो वो स्टार्टिंग का ही था जहाँ आपका रिज्यूम में था ना, वही वाली स्लाइड थी सिर्फ.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
ओके मैम.
मैम ये म्यूट करिए, कहीं से आवाज आ रही है. हेलो मैम. In 2020, technology played a crucial role, and the impact of technology is being observed in the period of, say, COVID. We observed so many video conferencing, maybe on the Google Meet, Zoom, or Google Hangouts, Cisco WebEx. When we talk about the technology part, artificial intelligence, this word is familiar to almost all of us. This particular word, that is artificial intelligence, was coined by McCarthy, John McCarthy, who is known as the father of artificial intelligence. And this is a trending technology which takes place in the list of the top 10 technologies in the computer sciences of 2021. It involves the smart and intelligent devices just like human brain and which acts like humans. So AI contributes nowadays to society in numerous forms of virtual assistants. Maybe the Google Assistant, Siri, Cortana, Alexa. Next I have taken, that is Internet of Things. These are such kind of technologies with which we all are familiar. So Internet of Things is a system of interrelated computing devices, objects, digital machines, animals or people that have a unique identifiers, that is UID. This technology can transfer data over a network without human to human or human to computers interactions like smartphones, smart watches, smart cities, and digital health. One point I would like to share with you, if we talk about the placement of the IoT engineers in USA, The average salary of IIT engineer is round about in US dollars 1,65,000. This kind of demand is being created of such a skilled and technical persons in the field of Internet of Trading. Then comes intelligent apps. Different artificial intelligence components are used in developing intelligent apps. So some of the intelligent apps which we are familiar in our daily lives is Google Assistant, Alexa, Netflix, Eliza. And now this is 5G. 5G is the 5th generation mobile broadband. This is a trending technology that improves network connections through which we will get faster, stable, and secure connections. So nowadays, everybody, not even in the field of say entrepreneurship or in the field of startup, everybody should be well equipped with the changing trends in the technology. Now, this particular photograph I've inserted in my PPT because the whole changing scenario in India, whether it is entrepreneurship or it is startup, the man behind the whole show is our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is of the opinion, एक इच्छा से कुछ नहीं बदलता, लेकिन निर्णय से सब कुछ बदल सकता है. And the campaigns being floated by Narendra Modi ji regarding Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan itself is equipped with a very, very unique features. When we talk about a union budget of 2022, the budget also extended the tax incentives to include startups established on or before 31st of March. So the eligibility for incentives will be up to the 3 consecutive years out of the 10 years from the day of its incorporation or inception. Now let us talk about startup ecosystem rankings in 2019. When we talk about the startup ecosystem ranking in 2019, the main body which is providing ranking in India is Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce. So in India, around about 22 states and 3 union territories, they are being assessed, they are being given grade as per 2019. And one thing which is very important, when any kind of startup floats in a country, that creates job opportunities also. So this particular ranking encourages the mutual learning and friendly competition among the various states. For this purpose, that out of 22 states and 3 union territories, the evaluation committees comprises, which contains independent experts from the startup ecosystem. And for such purpose, they are being made 2 categories. First, union territories except Delhi plus all states in Northeast except Assam in one group, that is category X, and other states in the second category, which is called category Y. As far as the ranking part is concerned, they are having 7 broad reform areas, that is incubation support, institution support, simplified regulators, seed funding support, venture funding support, easy public procurement, and awareness and outreach campaigns. Now let us have a look. These are best performers. Then comes the second slide, that is top performers. Then comes the third slide, aspiring leaders. And this emerging startup ecosystems. यहाँ पे एक बात बहुत नोटिस करने वाली है कि जब भी इंडिया में आपने स्टार्टअप्स को रैंकिंग दी, तो उस रैंकिंग में आपने बेस्ट परफॉर्मर स्टार्टअप को दी, जिसमें गुजरात इज ऑन द टॉप in one category and Andaman Nicobar is again on the top as a best performer in the second category. इसके बाद आपने टॉप परफॉर्मर का नाम दिया, लीडर का नाम दिया, एस्पायरिंग लीडर का नाम दिया, और आपने इमर्जिंग स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम का नाम दिया. यहाँ पे आप देखिए कि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट की कितनी पॉजिटिव अप्रोच है, कितनी सकारात्मक अप्रोच है, क्योंकि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने कहीं पर भी पुअर या फेयर इस तरह के वर्ड्स का कैटेगरी वाइज डिवीजन नहीं किया. और हम सब जानते हैं कि अगर हमारी गवर्नमेंट यूथ को प्रमोट करेगी, अगर आप किसी एरिया को डेवलप करने चाहते हैं और वहां पे आप एक पॉजिटिविटी के साथ रहेंगे, आप लोगों को मोटिवेशनल जो बेंट ऑफ माइंड के साथ आप उनको अपने साथ जोड़ेंगे, then people can progress, youth can be streamlined, and finally the nation can also prosper. और ऐसा कहीं पे मैंने पढ़ा भी है, सुना भी है, और मैं मानती भी हूँ कि अगर बहुत सारे लोग किसी हरे भरे वृक्ष के आगे खड़े होकर उसको कोसना शुरू करते हैं तो वो भी मुरझा जाता है। तो लाइफ में there is a skill which the Modi government is promoting, that is a skill of positivity, the skill of the ray of optimism. So that is very important. That is why India is having a very good global scenario. That is, when we talk about the global startup ecosystem index of India, that where we stand globally, because these indexes, these statistics, these parameters are important because they facilitate the comparative analysis of our country vis-a-vis other countries. This Global Startup Ecosystem Index 2021 is issued by Startup Link Israel. Israel is also one of the countries which is having a very good performance in the field of startups, in the field of imaginative powers, in the field of creativity. And in other slides also, in the subsequent slides also, I would like to show some good startups of Israel. So this particular global startup ecosystem, this is started with effect from 2017. And when we talk about the rank of India, as per obvious in the slide, in 2019, the rank of India was 17. In 2020, it slipped, that is 23. Then again in 2021, the global rank of India is 20 out of 100 countries. Now they are having the three parameters. On which parameters they are assessing the countries? Our rank is 20 out of 100 countries on the basis of quantity, on the basis of quality, and on the basis of business environment. When we talk about quantity, how many number of startups are there in that particular country and how many are working? That is the number of accelerators. Because in India, the failure rate of startup is also very high. We will be discussing this thing in the subsequent slides also. Second is quality. Quality means how many number of unicorns are there. Unicorn are those startups which are having a valuation worth rupees 1 billion US dollars, which is in INR 7,500 rupees crores. Then comes the number of employees per startup, and last but not the least is business environment. What kind of internet speed is there in that particular country? What kind of freedom, what kind of research and development investments are there in field of startups? So these are the three parameters on which we assess a country's rank as per Israel. Now presently we are having the 20th rank out of 100 countries, and India is having a score of 8 point, it's actually 8.833, not 8.333, it is 8.833 score. And in this list, US is on the top, second position is backed by UK, and the third is by Israel. And as far as the city-wise ranking is concerned, in the top 1,000 cities, Indian 43 cities are there in the list, and in the top 20 cities, Bangalore, New Delhi, and Mumbai. These three cities are among the top 20 cities globally, that is worldwide. One more thing, Bangalore is having a rank of 10, New Delhi 14, and Mumbai 16. And when we talk about the top cities globally, the first rank is being backed by the San Francisco, USA. Second is by New York, USA, followed by a Beijing of China. When we talk about the Bangalore, which is in India, Bangalore is having a significant feature regarding Flipkart, Byju's, Vedantu. And we all know that New Delhi, which is having a good proximity to Faridabad, where I'm living, that is mainly with the startups like Zomato, Snapdeal are there. So when we talk about the Asian Pacific region, because firstly I talked about our country-wise, that in a home country, what kind of ranking system is there, where Gujarat and Andaman Nicobar are on the top scales. Then globally, India is at the rank of 20 out of 100 countries, and our cities in the top 20. Then we should also try to understand our rank in the Asian Pacific region. When we talk about the Asian Pacific region, China is on the top in this region, and the China's global rank is 7. Second position is thereby given to Australia in Asian Pacific region, and the global rank of Asian Pacific region is 9, whereas India is having 5th position in Asia Pacific region with a global rank of, that is, 20. So India's performance as far as startups are concerned, as far as the new environment for the entrepreneurship is concerned, gives a very rosy picture, gives a very good picture globally also and within our country also, because it's a sort of joint venture. Firstly, by our government's policies, government vision, our leaders' vision. Secondly, because India is having a very good brain worldwide, because Indians are being generally known as a brain masters. You see in the leading so many global companies, the CEOs from India. Sundar Pichai is a very good say example for it. Now let us talk about the unicorns. But before understanding the concept of unicorns, I think I should elaborate on this particular slide, first of all discussing all these unicorns of 2020, because I want to discuss with you regarding 2020 and 2021 unicorns. It's not possible to cover each and every unicorn from every dimension, but let us try to concentrate firstly on the term unicorn. Unicorn is a term which is comprised of two things, that is unicorn plus startup. And the term unicorn is coined by Eli Lee. He coined this term first of all, and he's a startup company, is a privately held company which is still in its infancy, and unicorn means a company whose valuation is with $1 billion US. So when we talk about the journey of any kind of startup in terms of its valuation, we should try to understand few terminologies, like firstly the minicorn. Minicorn means these are the startups with having a valuation of $1 million US. These companies are pretty new in the game, but still they have some valuation. But these companies are having potential of becoming unicorn in the upcoming future. Then after crossing the stage of minicorn, there is a stage of sunicorn. Sunicorn means those valued startups which can grow into a unicorn in few years. Then comes a unicorn. Unicorn means having the valuation of $1 billion US, which is up to INR 7,500 crores. Then comes decacorn. A decacorn is a startup which has a current valuation of over $10 billion US. Deca means 10. So $10 billion US. And then comes hectacorn. And hectacorn is a technical company which is valued over $100 billion US. But basically in every country, the achievement of unicorns in that particular country is considered to be a remarkable achievement in the field of entrepreneurship and in the field of startups. And one thing more I would like to share with you, that when we talk about the Global Innovation Index of 2021, India has got the rank of 46. It's not a very good or neither good nor bad kind of rank. So Switzerland is on the top as far as Global Innovation Index of 2021 is concerned. And this particular slide shows unicorns in India in the year 2020. Unacademy is very famous for online platform of education. Then comes NICA. I'll be discussing NICA in more detail. There comes unicorns in India in the year 2021. That is 42 startups have already made it to the Unicorn Club, a great achievement. That is the month-wise distribution I have already given: January, February, April, May till December. Now in the year 2022, there are 8 Indian startups that entered the Unicorn Club 2022. So India is performing quite well. And to sum up, I would like to share with you few of the startups which have become the unicorn in a very short span of time. Firstly, the Flipkart, Bangalore-based startup, $37.6 billion valuation, very popular for e-commerce marketplace in the country. Then comes Byju's, again a startup established in Bangalore. It is having $16.5 billion in 2021, and it is a great platform for education tech company. Then comes Nykaa. Nykaa in 2022, Nykaa comes under, this is the list of unicorn. I would like to explain more about Nykaa because this particular founder of this particular venture is a female, and she did her master's degree MBA from IIM. Then she was at the very good position of president in Kotak Mahindra Bank, and she started her career in the startups in the year when she had the age of 50 years. Because age is no bar, she has already proved that, and she's a role model for so many Indian women. And at present, this platform which Nykaa has created for wellness and beauty, that is having $2.3 billion worth, and moreover, this is famous for cosmetics, skin, and wellness products. And we all know about Paytm. Paytm, we all know, this is a Noida-based company. E-commerce finance, it is having a valuation of $16 billion in 2021. It is among the India's prestigious unicorn startups, and this is the largest digital payment market in India. Then we are all aware of the Ola. Ola is again a Bangalore-based company. Ola Cabs launched a ride-sharing services in India, and over 1.5 million drivers in 250 cities. And nowadays, Ola is extended to the international markets also in Australia and New Zealand. Then comes Zomato. We all are aware it is online food ordering with $8 billion worth. Then comes the Policy Bazaar, which is imparting on e-platform the insurance company policies, and there is ShareChat also. But all these unicorns, which are inclusive in the list of 2020, in the list of 2021, and now the 2022, India is again performing quite well, because in the 2 months there are 8 startups which turned into unicorns. They all have achieved this remarkable achievement because their dedication, their hard work, their imaginative idea, and their techno skills, all with all this good combination and blend only, they are the top players or the top market players. और कहते भी हैं, जो कभी संघर्ष से परिचित नहीं होता, जो कभी संघर्ष से परिचित नहीं होता, इतिहास गवाह है कि वो कभी भी चर्चित नहीं होता. तो कुछ पाने के लिए आपको कुछ ना कुछ हवन कुंड में डालना पड़ता है. तो 21st सेंचुरी में आपको डालनी पड़ेगी अपनी प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग, नॉलेज, आपको टेक्नोलॉजीज का ज्ञान, आपकी इमेजिनेटिव पावर, आपकी क्रिएटिविटी और आपकी लक्ष्य तक पहुंचने की एक बहुत अच्छी सोच. So nowadays the success is blend of so many things. Now, as per Google, that is as per on the February 9th, 2022, India had 88 unicorns with a total of $295.99 billion valuation. So this picture is very rosy. This picture is very encouraging as far as Indian context is concerned. But one point to be discussed over here, although India is building a lot of unicorns since 2020, The global rank of India is also improved. In 2021, it is 20 among 100 countries, and among 1,000 globally ranked cities also, India has shown a good performance in terms of 3 cities in the top 20, and some new cities in terms of Agra and Varanasi are also included in the list. We should try to understand that in India, the startups fail also at a very significant pace. When we talk about the Forbes report, 90% of the Indian startups fail because there is lack of innovative skills. So when we talk about the numerous points of failures, let me elaborate one by one. So let me have a look on the first factor which I have listed, that is the lack of market research. Suppose any entrepreneur is having a very creative idea or a modified idea to the existing one. In India, the entrepreneurs generally lack their market research. And without market research, you cannot penetrate the market, you cannot book the profits. That is very important to understand as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. For example, if we talk about Ola, which has a real success story in the field of startups. Ola identified some problems, and the outcome of that particular market research was that cabs are important for office travelers. Sometimes in some areas there is a difficulty in parking. In Delhi, which is known to be having a corporate hub, or Bangalore, Hyderabad, in many cities there is a difficulty in parking. Some people find very difficult to drive. Sometimes drivers are not available, or sometimes you want to enjoy a good cab experience. So these are the outcomes of the market research of Ola. They identify the problem, then they start up their venture in the form of Ola, and they succeeded. So without doing market research, it is very difficult for a startup venture to be successful. Then let us talk about Oyo. Everybody is familiar about Oyo. So the outcome of Oyo was that the middle class people are satisfied if they are having a room in a hotel at a very optimum or a very reasonable price, in the range of 1,000 to 2,000. So Ola captured market like that. That was outcome of their market research. I think a way back, if you remember, there is a case study of Paperboat. When Paperboat entered into the market, they did a very good survey on the consumers and on the market conditions. So they focused on packaging, because at that particular time, Real, Maaza, Tropicano, so many juices were available which were found in the big packaging. So Paperboat, after its market research, they wanted to differentiate Paperboat from the other vis-a-vis their competitors. So they opted for a packaging which looks different, which looks attractive to the consumer. That is all because of their market research. So doing market research is very important. Sometimes suppose you are having a very innovative and you are having a very creative idea, then also it did not work. It is because your consumer is not ready to purchase your product. Second point is that startups in India, they lack the focused pilot market. The first skill is that you should focus on a small market. You should try to attain benefits of the small market, because in a small market, you can learn from your mistakes. Then only you should enter into big markets. So in the starting, the startup should ignore the multiple market segments. I think we all are a member of the milkshakes of Connaught Place, that is Keventer. It firstly captured the market in CP, and then afterwards they became so popular in the shakes that they distributed the franchise. So startup begins when you fulfill the unmet needs of the consumers, but you need to focus more on your market research and more on your pilot market. Then comes the poor infrastructure. We all know that in India, the infrastructure facilities are not up to the mark. And thanks to Modi government, in the Union Budget of 2022, lot of money is being put in the to develop the infrastructure of India, because this is budget not of the common man, but of the country. Then there is a power shortage, we all know, and the internet speed is again a very great issue, because to avail the benefits of technology, the internet speed should be adequate, but India lacked in these two things. These are again a very, very important factors which contribute to the failure of Indian startups. And last is lack of innovative skills and creativity. Because as I told earlier also, Indian startups fail because of their lack of innovation. Our present education system that only imparts to us degrees, that only trains our brain, that does not cultivate or inculcate any kind of creativity in us, and even all the stakeholders who are associated with the youth, maybe in the form of education system, maybe in the form of parents, teachers, all discourage. Suppose if you want to think, if your imagination is so good, if you want to think beyond, out of the box, then so many people, even your parents or teachers, may also discourage. So in India, the startups fail because we lack imagination. And imagination or creative skills, I hope in NEP 2020, when a student studying in class 4 will understand how to do coding, computer, more techno-savvy, more technology oriented, I think this particular drawbacks can be removed over there. Now I have taken some few examples of India and abroad, so that we can compare how to create, how to build our competitiveness. This example is for Myntra, Amazon, and Flipkart. So many of Indians, we buy clothing. I'm here talking only about fashion garment industry. But in Israel, one startup is floated with the name Zkit. And we should also understand that when we talk about Israel, Israel is known to be the Silicon Valley of Middle East. So Zkit startup is being floated in Israel, which creates a virtual dressing room. You only need to upload your photograph on the site. And with different, you can have your own pictures in different dresses, which can ensure you about your size, whether this particular color suits you or not, what will be your exact size, some more options like this. So this is the innovative idea. This means the creativity or idea doesn't stop. When there was an online shopping platform on Myntra, Amazon, or Flipkart, this means that is not the end of the road. Even after Zkit also, there can be more innovative ideas, there can be more creative ideas, which the customer can be benefited, society at large can be benefited. So this is a new startup in Israel, which is working. Now next is Oyo. Oyo was there because Oyo explored the need of a customer, like the middle class customer wants to have a hotel room ranging from 1,000 to 2,000 rupees. So in Israel, this particular startup started Pruvo. In Pruvo, the customer puts his requirement about the hotel and the dates, and whenever the rent of that particular room goes down, this startup ensures the customer regarding that particular deal, and they don't charge anything from the consumer, they charge only from the hotel people. So this Pruvo is again an extension of the modified idea, that is Oyo to Pruvo. Again, some more modifications can be there. It depends how much imaginative you are, how much you can take care of the customer's need, how much you can benefit the consumer. Then the next is, we all should understand the case study of Amazon. Now the case study of Amazon, we all know, this particular man needs no introduction. When we talk about Amazon, we should know that initially Amazon initially ventured into books. When they were venturing into the books, they build up their revenue, they build up their profit, They build up their infrastructure, logistics, portal, everything. Then afterwards, Amazon entered into electronics, Amazon entered into fashion industry, Amazon entered into grocery. So this kind of market strategy, this type of planning, this kind of application of the knowledge, this kind of imagination, this kind of say focused market, these are the mainly the parameters one Indian who is going to start up his business, he should understand. Then comes the Indian entrepreneurs. When we talk about the Indian entrepreneurs, now they're increasing because the young people, now they are focusing more on the entrepreneurship rather than jobs. India is having a great problem of unemployment, we all know. And the entrepreneur or a startup person, they are job providers. And India needs more of the job providers than of the job seekers. And government is also encouraging, maybe in the term of benefits, maybe in the term of imparting loans, maybe in the term of creating that particular environment in the India, maybe upgradation of the infrastructure or overcoming the problem of internet speed and all that. So presently the environment in India is very cordial. It's very friendly. It's a very good kind of bent of bent of policies being taken by the government. So as far as Indian entrepreneurs are concerned, I would like to talk again about Falguni Nair and Nykaa. Nykaa has created wonders, and she's a woman who got award of Woman Ahead by at the Economic Times Startup Award in 2017. When she created a platform, she was passionate about the startup, that online beauty, wellness. That is why she created wonders. So whenever you are having some imaginative idea, you should be passionate about it. Because अगर आपके दिमाग में जुनून होगा, आप कुछ करना चाहेंगे, तभी सक्सेस आपके कदम चूमेगी. और कहते भी हैं कि दुनिया बदली है जिसने भी पहले उसको इनकार मिला, अपमानों का हार मिला और तानों का उपहार मिला. हो सकता है दुनिया आपके इमेजिनेटिव आइडिया पे हंसे, हो सकता है आपका आइडिया किसी को फिजिबल ना लगे, पर अगर सपना आपका है, पैशन आपका है, आप कुछ करना चाहते हैं, आप सोसाइटी को कुछ कंफर्ट में ऐड करके देना चाहते हैं, आप कुछ अपना नाम कमाना चाहते हैं, आप कोई वंडर क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं, अगर आप आम लीग से हटकर कुछ करना चाहते हैं, then you should be very, very honest to build up your own strategy, and that strategy should have a scientific base. Now this person, Rahul Yadav, he created housing.com. As we all are aware, this is the startup. In India, actually, if you are having a property in 2-3 states, suppose I am having one property in Bangalore, one in New Delhi, one in some other place, suppose in Dehradun, and I'm living abroad, I'm NRI. So how come I'm going to have a valuation about the property? So Rahul Yadav created a startup, housing.com, and nowadays so many brokers are associated on this platform. And this pertains to only real estate. You can know about the monetary part of the properties you are owning in India. So credit goes to Rahul Yadav, such a young person with a good creative idea. He saw the need of so many people in India also and abroad also. Suppose I'm having a flat in Bangalore and I'm residing in Delhi. So how come I'm going to know about the price of that particular flat? So with this particular housing.com, it has made all possible, and he is a successful entrepreneur. Now Swiggy, we all know. Swiggy, they are having headquarters in Bangalore. I already told you about their valuation and everything. They also created wonders. Then comes this Shraddha Sharma. There are so many platforms. Shraddha Sharma has created a platform where she understands that every person is having his own story. So you can share your stories on this particular platform that is in the name of your story. And with Shraddha Sharma, before this she was assistant vice president and CNBC. She is a person who is associated with media and with very creative bent of mind. She created this platform. He is Azhar Iqbal. Azhar Iqbal created a startup in the name of Inshocks, because nowadays in India, people are not having that kind of time where they can read the newspaper. So he created this idea that instead of reading the whole newspaper, why not to supply a very crystal clear and crisp news to your consumers. So he created this platform in the name of Azhar Iqbal, and these are the sources, and that's all with my presentation. And if I want to sum up my whole presentation, I would like to add one thing. There is no age bar regarding your success. At any age you can start. Regarding we should try to understand with the success story of Falguni Nair. If we want to succeed, if we want to do something different from the society, we should have some very good creative idea. This should be the holistic approach to the path of success. Before a creative idea, we should have a good knowledge about the topic, about the technologies, about the computer, then creative ideas, some imaginative idea, how come it is going to add either to the existing idea or to framing the new one. Then we should have a very good market research of that. Suppose this idea is attracting me or it is looking very lucrative to me for the future, whether my consumer is going to buy that, whether I'll be able to sell this product in the pilot survey. So many questions you need to answer. And with your hard work, with your dedication, with your smart work, with a very good teamwork, collaborative work, you can succeed. Like the success story of Amazon. Amazon does not pay tax in USA because Amazon is having a very good HR policies for his employees. So when you are at the giving end, either in the form of entrepreneur or in the form of startup, when you turn it into a company, then only you are able to contribute to the society. So when we talk about the billionaires who started their story from a small startup and they become billionaire or centi-billionaire, their particular story always tells us one thing, that people who give space to others, people who believe in the collaborative effort, people who believe in the in the welfare or well-being of the mankind, only those people succeed. So whether you start a venture, whether you start a startup, your positivity in mind is more important, because finally we all are human beings. We should try to become responsible citizens of India. We should try to become responsible to all the sections of society which are associated with us. You see the Byju's online teaching platform. We being engaged in the teaching profession for so many years, we didn't form this idea. Even in the COVID period, if we have created that kind of e-platform in the subject in which we are having mastery, I think we would also have created wonders. So let us try to open up our mind. If we understand, if we think out of the box, then only we can succeed. So life is nothing, but the life is making not only our career in the shapely manner, but also to give something new to the society. हीरा बनाया है भगवान ने हर किसी को, हीरा डायमंड बनाया है भगवान ने हर किसी को, पर निखरता वही है जो तराशने की हद से गुजरता है. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ I would like to end my presentation over here. Thanks to the organizers, special thanks to Dr. Chakravarti, and of course thanks to all the participants. I have seen the number of participants increased. Now it's 48. So thank you so much for the patience listening. And I think education, knowledge is just to share, because knowledge is a very vast thing. सबको सब कुछ नहीं आता, तो सबको कुछ कुछ आता है. So being teachers associated with the higher education system, we should always try to become a great learner throughout our life, whether you understand or you, I think you must have heard about Indra Nui or even Nika CEO, Falguni Nayak. Everybody says life is a learning process. We should keep on adding something new to our knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your time. I'll ask our host to present her with a digital memento. Ma'am, please be with us.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I'll ask our host to present the digital memento. Ma'am, please take a look.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me this honor. It is always pleasure to be associated with your engineering college. God bless all of you and congratulations to all the organizers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'll ask Subha
Thank you,
Mukherjee
ma'am. I'm having meeting right now.
to,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm audible.
Yes, madam.
We are at the very last of this workshop. Today is the last day, and the last session is on research dimensions with space science by Dr. Kanta Sharma, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering at University Institute of Computing, Chandigarh University. Dr. Sharma has a rich experience of more than 14 years as an innovative academician. She has PhD in Informational Technology from MIT University, from UPTU. Dr. Sharma has published 20 research papers and has delivered more than 25 national and international expert talks. Please welcome, ma'am. We are very glad to have you here with us. Ma'am, are you here with us? Sir, has the speaker joined us?
Madam, please wait for a few minutes, madam.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Hello, Pritham. Dr. Kanta Prasad Sharma has joined.
Okay, sir. So I'll introduce him once again. The last session today is on research dimensions with space science by Dr. Kanta Sharma, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering at the Institute of Computing, Chandigarh University. Dr. Sharma has a rich experience of more than 14 years as an innovative academician. Sir has PhD in Informational Technology from MIT University, Masters from UPTU. Sir has to his credit 20 published research papers and has delivered more than
Some network issues are there, so please wait. Kanta sir.
issues. New session, please welcome.
Madam, you are not audible because some network issues were there, madam.
Oh, okay. I was not audible.
Yes, ma'am. Please repeat.
Okay. Last session today is on research dimension. Please find by Dr. Kanta, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering with Institute of Computing. Dr. Sharma has a rich experience of more than 14 years as an innovative academician. He has PhD in Information Technology from MIT University. Sir has published 20 research papers.
Okay, thank you very much for wonderful introduction.
Hello.
Yes, I hope I am
There are
audible
some
here.
network issues are there. Yes, please, you can start now, sir, your session.
Okay, no issue, sir. Thank you for wonderful presentations. I hope I am audible and my screen is visible for all of you in a proper manner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so fine. So today, in today's session, we will discuss regarding to the research-oriented work, regarding to the platform where we can collaborate for upcoming research, innovative research for the research scholar, as well as you will be find out some challenges into the technologies. So it is really, I'm very thankful for the organizing team, so that you have to give me the such types of permission where we can share my views. So here, what we are going to discuss, actually, we will focus regarding to the Industry 4.0, what current requirement, not only for the academic, but also the industrial research oriented, that will be helpful for our academic dimension as well as the social and the industrial oriented. We will work onto the role of information technology for real-time research, navigation science. So what is the navigation parameter regarding to the research that we are going to discuss in this session. So here, industry. Let's suppose before to move the industries, anyone can tell me, have you well familiar regarding to the navigation technology? Anyone? Anyone is familiar with the navigation technologies here? Okay, fine. Good. So here, let us start at the discussion point. So what industrial research? Actually, industrial research will provide the opportunities. That opportunity is totally based on to the institutional, economical, and social culture. We will find out here the industries are based onto the institutional input economical input, and socio-cultural input. Here, a lot of opportunities are available. That opportunity fully dedicated for the modern research concepts. So, my friend, here you will find out if we are going to the going for the research dimension, for the industrial Internet of Things, where we can perform lot of opportunities and lot of research dimension. If we focus regarding to the economically, then we need to focus on to the relational between input and output of an industry. Here we can find out, we can give the wings for the existing industry. So the structures of the market you will be analyzed. So structure-based research we can focus over there. Mostly researchers focus on to the hypothetical analysis, case studies, that is perfect. But if we are talking regarding to the industry 4.0, that means we should give a platform that is technological empowerment. It means technological research is very important. Now, if we are talking regarding to the institutional, that is the academic research, we are mostly focused on to the contextual issues surrounding to us, surrounding to the industries. Many times we focus onto the outcome-based education, outcome-based institutional. So without the tools, it is very difficult. If really we want to do something for the in perspectives of industries as well as the academic collaborations or research collaboration, that means we require to the tools, innovative ideas. Legal arrangement of institutional and industries. Let's suppose we are focus on, sometimes we will focus on to the social and cultural activities, because that is also the very important part of our life, our society. Then we focus on to the structures with the industries. What types of structures, what types of policies industries are adopted so that the people can survive over there. Now you will find out the various serious points we have, parameters we have to indicate it here, and after then we have to move. See, mostly industries is dependent upon the economical perspective. De-skilling and unemployment, that is the micro industries. Productivity, competitions, macro, that means micro levels we will analyze the economics perspective. Regulatory framework of an industry, continuously industry required to the enhancement. Broadcasting, enhancement, interest, development, outcome-based. So we require to the legal judgments, we require to the institutional structure, license and certificate standards. Now the point is come, for achieving all such types of perspectives, all such types of things, what we need to do, here you will find out, we mostly focus on to the research that should be there, that hypothetical analysis should be there, that product way should be there, but it is working onto the time. It is focused onto the proper requirement. Is there any technologies? Is there the bundle of technology that will be help to achieve such types of things? Maybe the various things are there that we need to control over there. So here you will find out, if we are talking regarding to the research dimensions here, that means we require to the information that should be the reliable. That's why we should move on to the new technology that is called to the navigation science. Navigation technology, real-time application in a various dimensions. When we talk regarding to the technology, when we talk regarding to the real time, then one technology pop up in our brain, that is called to the GPS, global position system. But it is reliable or not, that we need to understand the things. Here you will find out that means you can see the market analysis here, the signaling issue with the GPS. That before a second, we have to finalize the network issue. So can we analyze in the telecommunication from where we will get the data, where we will get the signaling? That is the tower that will provided by the GPS signaling. GPS satellites are provided the data. then GPS signals and data will be provided over there. Is it reliable or not? So here you will be find out such types of environments, such types of industrial architectures we could require, where we will get the data from to the satellite and the controller will be there. That you can find out our industry, entire industry is fully depend upon to the communication channel. That is the data. That is mostly we can say this is the signaling, but this signaling is nothing. This is also the trajectory data that we need to focus over there. If we don't have the signal, if we don't have the satellite communication, then you can understand our country, our research dimension, everything else will be stopped. So in a second slide, I have already discussed that means the research is focused or industry is focused onto the economical perspectives. If our research will generate the economical platform, that means that is useful. Let's suppose we have done our doctorate. If it is not generate the economical perspective, that means there is no meaning. It is just like a certificate. Or sometimes you will be find out not only the economical perspective, we need to provide the society something new. That will be helpful for the decision making. That will be helpful for the surviving the society. Now, this technology we are going to discuss, that is called to the navigation science. So here we will find out a lot of things are available. Sometimes you will be find out the GPS is available, compass is available, Galileo is available, GLONASS is available. Sometimes we will find out the Gagan is available, IRNS is available, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite Systems is also available. Can we analyze? Can we just memorize one point? When we start to the travel by the car, by the trains, by the buses, who will control to us? Our mobile phone? Never. Our service provider? Never. Can you imagine when we send a single message to our friends, where the data will be moved? In our server? No. The same copy data first need to send to the USA, because we are using the signaling, the communication system of USA that is fully dependent upon to the GPS navigation science. That's why you can understand every country, mostly countries are dependent upon to the USA. How can we overcome from that?
Hello. Hello. Hello, sir. Are you there? What happened? You're not audible, sir.
See how satellite internet is spread. Now you will be find out mostly we have to the satellite. This receivers is here that will be transfer the data, then we will receive the data. So data, these are the www. Now you will be find out the data is transferred from here, then we will receive. That is you will be find out the home communication, that is the dish TV. Here you will be find out the communication for the industries or security, and after then the data will be transferred to the www web portal. So what we have to understand here, I have already told you, without the communication, no research, no industry, no country can survive, and no one will be can survive. So here you will be find out your internet connections IPS, internet service provider will be there. And then the satellites are 45,000 milestones stable. Then they will start to share the data. Then after then you will be find out, yes, if this satellite communication, if this navigation science is not working properly, then our entire communications channels will be dropped down or cut off. So it is very important. We need to understand how this will be work. So here you will be find out the internet signal is transmitted at the speed of the light. Now between your home and business by the satellite, a higher speed layer antenna that will be deliver the data. So these satellites are very important. So 99% people focus when we talk regarding to the satellite, then one answer will be pop up in our brain, that is the GPS. But always GPS is not corrected. You can see the same problems with the GPS when you will travel, when you have to set your route on a Google map, then you will be find out many times it is provided the wrong information, a wrong route, wrong traveling. So how can we overcome from there? So internet anywhere that is working in a properly high speed internet we are required. We can say 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, all right, 6G, 8G, 9G. So how many times the G will be generated over there? Can you analyze? Right now we are working onto the 2G, 3G, 4G data we have received. Now 5G is under the testing in India, but different countries are also achieved the 6G, 7G. So how many G are more required? This is the biggest problem. Or you can say this is the revaluation in the communication system, but not in the proper manner. It means after sometimes we require to the direct data from the satellites. We require some tools. We require some protocols or algorithm. They can receive the directly data from the satellite, so that instance information we will receive. And after then you can say the G will be out from the market. So see how these things will be work. See what will be the impact. Here you will be find out if we are working with the navigation science, then what types of research dimension will be generated. You can see Network Operation Center, NOC. Here you will be find out entire telecommunication systems is working or depend upon to the navigation science. Here you will be find out your defense research is defense, your military defense, migration, door-to-door or TV broadcasting. Entire things is totally depend upon to the satellite technology application or satellite research. Mostly we are focusing onto the network research. We are mostly focusing onto this application, that application. But we need to focus. We need to collaborate. Yes, our university have to the satellite center, research center in our university. We have the Kalpana Chawla Research Center in Chandigarh University. It means you can collaborate with that for the same research. We will provide the application. We will provide the real data from there, so that you can also simulate it over there. So see, what is the main motto? One motto is that you can find out each and every sectors. You can find out each and every sector of this country is totally connected with the satellite application or satellite technology. Without the satellite technology, without the satellite application, nothing is possible. Nothing is possible. So what is the major objective? The major objective is that our satellite technology, our trapping technology should be adopted. Or now industries are open the door for the same. Now industries are open the door for the same. Now industries are open the door for the same. You most welcome for the industry 5.0, industry 4.0, most welcome to implement that navigation science or satellite technology in terms of research dimensions. You will be find out each and every industry have the specific portion that is called the R&D centers. That R&D center is helpful for this. 1 second. सुनो भाई, बात मत करना और जो करना है वो उठा के ले जाओ, बोलना मत एक भी, आप ध्यान रखना इतनी बात, नहीं तो थोड़ी देर बाद आना यहाँ। Sorry for interrupting. Now so what I will tell you, so microservices, internet services, live coverages, commercial application, communication services, right? Migration services, defense services, various platform we have. where we can implement or where we can exercise our research scenario. I hope it is very clear. Now see, when we move from here, then you will be find out. Now the one more questions will be pop up in our brain. What will be the authenticity of the data? That means we require the one tool. That means we require such types of application by which we can get the real data, by which that data can be simulated and applicable. So here you will be find out RTK Navi, real-time kinetic navigation tools are available, or simulators are available, but through which simulations you can perform your research in a proper dimensions. Definitely we required some interfacing. That's why the Python is also available. We required some data analytic. That's why we required to the some R language is also available. No need to augment all time dependent upon to the MATLAB. Various applications, lot of things are available that we can perform, by which we can perform the things. So students, here you will be find out the basic, the terminology, the navigation science you will be find out here. GNS is Global Satellite Navigation System, Regional Satellite Navigation System, Satellite-Based Augmentation System. So as we will find out. So you can see the different point. Let's suppose we are talking regarding to the satellite-based augmentation system. It means our systems is totally dependent upon to the satellites. So in India, if you are talking, then you will be find out your entire railway system, your Airport Authority of India, National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. These organizations are totally adopted the Gagan. That is the GPS augmentations based satellite system. It means everything, whatever we are doing, where we are moving, all the information is captured with the help of the GPS. That is developed by the US, unfortunately. Now, regional-based satellite system, you will be find out if you are required every information in the India. Let's suppose without the data, we are unable to perform the research. That means we are again going and finalize the details from the Google. But think about it. Let's suppose the Google is stopped to provide the services in India, then what will happen? You have the another option that is called the Bhuvan. That Bhuvan was developed by the Indian Space Research Organization. So every information near to near, you will be find out from the bhuvan.com.gov.in. No need always to follow the google.co.in. So GLONASS, GPS, see here, what is going on? You will imagine if we are talking regarding to the global satellite navigation system, that is the GPS, global navigation satellite system, then you will find out it is provided the communication system. It is provided the real information. That's why in India, stragglers, surgical strike struggle was conducted. We get the data of Pakistan. It means this is not a right way legally. That's why the USA play the game. So we have the another solution. Yes, we have the another solution. I will told you which country have the solution. Russia have the solution that develop the self-navigation system, that is the GLONASS. Galileo, you will be find out European navigation system. China, you will find out that self-navigation system Compass, that is also known as the BIDO. And you will be find out India right now have the own satellite navigation system that is called to the IRNS. So countries are moving in the same direction, in the same space science research, so that most various platforms are available for the same. We can also plan, yes, we can move for the same time. So you can find out the GLONASS navigation, Galileo, European country, Russia also have the GLONASS. So you will be find out the satellite navigation. These technologies are available into the market. With such of technologies, we can go ahead and try to implement our new modern research. So see, when we go ahead affecting the GPS signal, then you will be find out the appropriate data delay, multi-path error. You can understand 37 satellites was launched by the USA for the GPS. only 32 in operation. Rest are in a reserve. So you will be find out the one signal that is traveled from the 32 satellites, and after then we will receive. That is called to the multipath error. That's why the GPS is not reliable, especially in Indian orbit. Then you will be find out the reviewer, inosophilic error, and dark cloud and topography error. These are the errors. These errors are available, existing in the GPS signal. So you will find out, we will get the research topic. We will get the research problem statement, but we need to understand GPS architecture so that we can perform the same thing. If we will rectify these types of error, 5 to 6 error, that means we have to the alternative of GPS. Yes, India have the same things. So how the research is very important, how it will be focused. Now you will be find out. If we are talking regarding to the satellite-based augmentation system, then what types of research parameters we need to focus so that we can go ahead and start to the new innovative research over there. That is not only the space navigation, that is not only the land navigation, that is not only the water land navigation. We can also adopt it the same concepts in the underwater navigation, right? So that we can protect it our country, our industries also. You will be find out after the 20 years, you will find out the entire industry is available under the water. Now we are fight, the industry should become, we will acquire the land so that it will be work. But after the 20 to 25 years, you will be find out the industry is available under the water. So one more space that will be occupied as soon as possible, that is the oceans. Now you will be find out the next fight for the ocean occupation. The industry will be moved under the water. Remember this thing. So what parameters we are required for the such types of research? You will be find out the availability, integrity of, and accuracy and continuity. These 4 parameters, 4 dimensions actually you can understand. On the behalf of these 4 dimensions, we can build the research building. We can build the research hypothesis. We can build the research methodology. And that hypothesis, that methodology directly helpful for the country growth as well as the industry growth. So in a modern industry, you will find out various, before the 10 years, we will listen that is the internet, that is the IoT, that is the IIoT, that is the AIoT, artificial IoT. Now it is evaluated and it becomes to the GIoT, Green Internet of Things. It means we need to save the people's life. If we generate more and more radius, that will be the help. That is not help. So the technologies are always smart, but at which level, but at which dimension, but for which application, that we need to understand. And my friends, if you will start to think for the real-time problems, then you will be find out you will be happy entire life. Yes, your research is dedicated for your country, your society. That is the first primary aspect that we have to study during our research methodology. Now see the another architectures you will be find out. How these are work actually, we need to understand. So here you will be understand the architecture of these satellite-based segmentation system. Actually, this is our GPS. Now you will be find out this is our satellite-based augmentation system stations. That is called the reference station. You will be find out when you will plan to visit the airport, then you will be find out before to reaching the airport, there is the one station that will, one machine is over there that is rotated in a 360 dimensions. What is that? That is the reference station. And after then you will be find out we receive the GPS data over there, then the master controller is there. That is the controller portal. And these master controllers are controlled by the Airport Authority of India. And if we are talking regarding to the Indian railway system, then you will be find out this is called to the DRM office. If we are talking regarding to the transport system, then you will be find out that it's called to the SOS. That is called to the headquarters. Now you will be find out if any flight is come into Indian orbit or GPS orbit, then you will be automatically find out that is reached by the system and automatically data transfer to the GPS, and after then the control system will receive. That is the main role of the GPS. If we remove this GPS from here, then you will be find out the involvement of USA automatically will remove from the country, right? So you can understand the developed country never will follow the rule of USA. Now this is the economical challenge, or this is the international challenge. USA want to save his position. So you will get the idea. So this is the navigation payload that you will be find out what is the concepts of navigation for payload. All the satellites are available into the payload. First, we need to uplift the satellite, then it will be settled into the space. That is called to the orbit or payload. Then the satellites will start to the transfer the system. Then reference station will reach the data and land uplink that will be communicate. Yes, data is received. You can see the same things when you will start to the dial one number from your mobile phone. You will be find out 3 to 4 types rings are changed. First, you will be find out the one different ring after the few seconds, second different ring, third, fourth different rings. These different ring indicated here. Yes, that is the portion. That means we need to confirm the same data. Yes, that is provided by the satellites. So that's why the land uplink, the data will be, the signals will be uplifted to the navigation payload, where we will confirm, yes, that now the communication is in a proper manner. See, sometime before a few days, 2 to 3 days, we receive one information in a newspaper. Yes, Mangal Graha's photographs, the pic of Mangal Graha that is captured by the navigation science, USA. Right? How it is possible to land uplift signaling? The same directions the India is also working. Now see, plant GNSS. So you can find out here. You can see sometimes some country is provide the global satellite system, and some country have different satellite system. Now, if we are talking to the global satellite system, that means we can understand this is the way for generate the economy. If we are talking regarding the regional navigation system, that means we want to become the independent. So industry want to become the independent. Research want to become to the independent. So here you will be find out why these 4 countries always growing, because they generate the economy for the country with the navigation sign. If we are talking regarding to this one, then you will be find out we are also in a race. So Galileo, USA, Euro, GLONASS, GPS, and Compass. These 4 countries you will be find out always have the flag on to the world map. And now we are at this situation. So if your contribution for this country, then it become to the very helpful. Now you will be find out the satellite-based segmentation system was, that is the satellite-based. It means we need the satellite images and another system will be start. Let's suppose you have to plan to visit the USA, then you will be find out the USA GPS madam will guide the entire route. The same system is also available into the India. So why? Because our transport system is controlled with the help of the Gagan technology. That is the combination of GPS and IRN's one portion. And the same things is controlled into the Japan with the help of MSS, Europe, then ignores, and all these countries. So these systems in the countries are going on and start to develop in a manner. So satellite constellations, you will be find out the information. You can say orbit attitude we require to the period, we require the per residential delay, how much delay that we have generated, how many satellites are working, which frequency data they have to receive, and these are in an operation or not operation. So here you will be find out the self-develop. So these are the technology for the coding, CDMA, TDMA, FDMA that are rolled over there. All right. So you can understand which technology we need to adopt it. And as per our interest, we can select any technology. And which attitude, orbit attitude we require, then you will be find out. We can cover the 36,000 kilometer radius from the center of the India. You can understand from the Delhi 36,000 kilometer circle we can operate right now. We can navigate each and every activity right now because we have to the IRNA. It means in the IRNA, in the navigation science, we have a lot of opportunity for the research, right? So you can say our constellation's charges is very less because we have to install only the 7 satellite. And here you will be find out the Compass China is installed a 35 satellite that are working right now. So we can get the idea. Now you will see the idea how can we pop up for the work. See, when we receive the data from the satellite signals, then you will be find out these are working in this manner. So here you can see when we receive the data from the USA or USA based GPS, that is not too much relevant. If we have to the accurate data, that means we can do each and everything, but we don't have. That's why the Kargil War 2 in the Dar sector. That's why Pulwama attack in Pathankot. That's why the surgical strike into the Pakistan region. You will get the idea. What is the region? Region is that is the communication signal which are not up to mark. You will find out Naxalbad in India is still going on. What is the region? Region is that we have unable to find out the real-time locations. So that is the challenges in front of the country. So from the challenges, can we generate the research? From the real conditions, can we generate the research? That things we need to reanalyze once so that our research will be helpful for our country as well as the industry. So you can see the Europe and in India. So see in an Indian orbit and Europe in orbit, what is going on? We don't have to the data. We don't have to the reliable information. So now you will find out, yes, we can publish the paper. That is very easy. We can do each and everything, but that algorithm, that method is adopted somewhere. And industry is just working in our algorithm, and an organization is adopted that one or not. So mostly we need to focus. Sometimes we will find out we are too much busy for the innovation, just like a patent. I have the 10 patent, 20 patent, 50 patent, but they are granted. Industry adopted our logic. No, reason is that why not? Because we are not worried what industry is required. What problems exist in our country, in our industrial environment. If we find out, then our research will be very helpful and we will be very satisfied for the same. So my friends, here you will be find out the GPS architecture, how exactly it is working. Here you will be find out this is actually this have to the 3 segment, and our IRNS and Gagan also have the 3 segment. And you will be find out each and every satellite system have to the 3 segment. It means we can find out the 3 types of research over there. One is the space segment, where we have to install our satellites orbit. Right? You can find out this is the architecture, each and every turn, or you can find out each and every connections we have to the satellites. Can you imagine why the USA install such a number of satellites? Because the USA don't want to miss a second information. That is the information which is very important. Now you will be find out the control system. Here you can find out at the ground level, we can control everything. So if we receive the information from the satellite that is controlled at the control system, it means that information is divided into the 2 parts. One is the secure information, another is the open to the user. One information is reserved for the defense so that the country can be safe, and another segment that is called the open so that the user segment, the users can utilize that information. So you will find out always we have not received the entire information that is generated by the satellite, because some information is related to the national security agencies. NSAs are used, defense are used. You will be find out a lot of things are hidden over there. So we can understand in which dimensions we need to move. We should analyze. We need to do the research for the journal purpose, for the academic purpose, for the industrial growth, for the defense analysis, for the organization growth, for the country growth. In which dimensions we are required, that is totally depend upon our interest. So first, always I recommended, first we need to analyze the problem. First we need to find out the problem, then analyze. After that we will start. Or mostly time we will find out we have to start the work, and after then we analyze. That means the wastage of time. So here we will get the idea. What the internet, you see, why I always recommend it for the real-time application. Here you will find out If I am working onto the internet, then you can see here each and every architectures, each and everything is controlled with the internet, from the base transmissions to vehicle uploading, vehicle navigation, from to the gateway, from the industrial gateway, from the communication gateway. Each and everything is connected with the internet. If everything is dependent upon to the internet, that means our growth is also dependent upon to the internet. Or internet is totally dependent upon to the signals that only generated by the navigation side or satellite sites or navigation and tracking application sites. So we can understand. If you have the dream, that means that dreams can be achieved. That dreams can be achieved only with the navigation sites. Now you will be find out another thing. How the GLONASS is working. I have all discussed various countries' navigation satellite system, how actually these are working. So here you will be find out the GLONASS and Galileo. So these GLONASS and Galileo, GLONASS is generated by the Russia and Galileo is generated by the Europe. So here you will be find out this is the satellite. When we launch the satellite, and entire satellites will be stable onto the orbit. Now you will be find out it is stable onto the orbit. So the USA have the control. Why the USA is called the superpower? Because that they have the control remote of the communication. That's why you will be find out USA and Russia, every information is passage from the GPS. So first we will launch this one, then the GPS is also available. That GPS will be supported for the communication. So you will be find out if they will remove such types of dependency, it means this country have the lot of opportunity. Why you can analyze maximum research centers are available in Russia. Maximum research center is also available into the Europe. Why we are moving for the Europe? Why the research are moving for the European countries? Because they are required. They want to remove the GPS from the system. If they remove the GPS from the system, then you will be find out the USA is cut off. Then the USA will come to the second positions. This is the international research scenario that we need to understand. On the behalf of such types of international research scenario, our industrial economical growth is totally dependent. Sometimes we can understand the economical, total economics, this is not our part. No, this is also our part. We should understand this is also the part, our part. Because research is not only the computer science, research never dependent upon to the domains specified. Research is only the research that is open to all. We cannot say this research is reserved for the biological science, this research is reserved for this one. And you can understand this is the golden opportunity we have with the computer science and engineering. That is the backbone of each and every research, each and every dimension. So we have a lot of options for the research. Lot of problems are existing. Mostly research scholars are very confused. Which problem we need to adopt it? No. Things once, you have to do a lot of things. Here you can see what is going on. TDC Center Satellite Station, Taiwan. That is also the launching pad. Then we will receive the information. And after then the Federation network stations will be receive the data. You will be find out we have to the 6 master network stations. 6 ISRO stations in country. That is called the master station, from where we will get the information. ISRO Ahmedabad, ISRO Gaya, Bihar. So like this one, ISRO Hyderabad. So we have to the 6 stations over there. I was also involved with the ISRO station 6 for the 6th of month during my research. Then I will get the information for the same manner. So after then you will be find out the user will receive the information. So it means that is the very weak concept. That is the weak dimension. That is the weak platform where we can convert the real life into real information. Now see, let's suppose we have the compass. That means we are talking regarding the China's architecture. So here you can see that have to the long distance. So you will be find out the GPS can be trace it out. You will be find out the GLONASS trace it out. You will be find out compass is also there. So in an GLONASS, GPS, Galileo, that means we can say Europe, we can say USA, we can say Russia. All these countries are under the compass architecture. That means compass. That means China can provide the navigation services for such types of country. So you will get the idea. You will get the idea, right? Why the China? Why the China is expand the business everywhere? The region is in front of you, because China have the alternative for the communication system. Or you know very well, without the communication system, no country will be survived. Got my point? So this is the point. How can, now we need to find out our research dimension. See, let's suppose you are working onto the Gagan. GPS aided geo augmentation navigation. So here you will be find out these satellites GEO, L1, L2, L5 that is available. That's fine. That are developed by the India, that are developed by the ISRO, that is launched into the orbit. But before the information directly we are unable to send to the users, because you will be find out if any users, any user, the Gagan user, that means that machine which is operated by the sensor. You can get the idea. Let's suppose I have my mobile phone. That means you can understand this have to the sensor. Every machine in this country or in this world which is operated by the sensor, that can be navigated, that can be controlled by the user or by the researcher. So same things you will be find out the aeroplane. That is the best example of wireless sensor network, because everything is controlled with the help of the sensors here. So what we will get here, we will get, if the satellite will provide the information, first that information directly communicated to the GPS. Here you will be find out L1 and L2. That is actually the frequency band. L1, L2, L3, L5. We not receive the data of L5 in India, but in USA the L5 data is provided. That is accurate information. We receive the GPS signal L1 and L2 in Indian orbit. That means that is not accurate. That's why we have to the alternative, that is the Indian Research Navigation System, IRNS, that provided L5 data to us. Now you will be find out these systems are available, these workstations are available, so that these workstations will directly communicate our GPS, our system. That means Gagan system. And then with this Gagan system is working with the GPS. So what we have to understand, we have understand here the Gagan is used. I have already told you, National Authority of India, National Highway Authority of India. Every highway is under the supervision, under the surveillance due to the Gagan. Every train, every Indian railway network is under the supervision due to the Gagan. Every airport of India, that is due to the under supervision of Gagan. So you will get the idea. Yes, we have the infrastructure, we have each and everything, but we have the dependency. That is the biggest problem. So my friends, you can think as a innovative researchers, you can think, yes, what we can do, what we can enhance for the same things. So now you will be find out another important point, IRNS, this architectures we have. So here you will be find out, I have already told you, we have installed the 7 satellites here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Here you can see the GEO and GSO. These are the orbiter. These are the orbit. So in a GEO, we have the 2 satellites. And here you will be find out the 4 satellites. So 7 satellites like this ringles, like this one, they are rotated continuously. The information is rotated in this one. You can find out here. You can see here like this one. Here 1, 2, 3 satellites and 2 satellites onto the top. Now you will be rotated like this manner. So if we rotate like this manner, then you will be find out each and every seconds, fractions of second, we can navigate it. So here you can find out there is no concepts of GPS. It means our IRN is totally independent. Whatever I have told you before to start my talk, we need to become the independent. Our industry should be become to the independent. When we can become the independence, when we have the separate control system, when we have the untouched communication system, where we cannot allow anyone in our communication system. That's why we can say it is independent. Now we have the option. India have the option with the IRNS. There is no involvement of GPS. You will find out right now we are communicated with our mobile phone that is the totally GPS based. Are you agree with me? But you can understand Navica, that is the industry's name. I will told you, you can go ahead and Googling over there, Navica, that is working IRNS based mobile phone. That is working IRNS based communication channels. So such types of information we can provide it. Now you can say one more examples you will find out if I will talk regarding the Gagan. See, let's suppose my mobile phone is not working. For example, I have the internet, I have the service provided just like Airtel. Sometimes Airtel signals are not working in a proper manner. Then what we will do? We have the another options. That means we can adopt it to the Reliance. We can adopt it to the what Idea, Vodafone. So what is this? Actually, these are the service provided. We just send a one acknowledge. We need to port our number, port our network. The same, that means if we can port the service provider, so can we port the satellite? Sometimes you will see, let's suppose the Gagan, let's suppose the GPS is not provided the information, proper information. So can we port the GPS signal into the IRS or IRNS into the GPS? Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. So we have the alternative satellite. Yes, we can port our GPS signal to the IRNS, where we will find out the dense forest. This is the biggest problem in India. Indian government is unable to control the activities in a dense forest. If Indian government will control the activities in a dense forest, then you will find out the Naxalbad will be removed from the country. You can see this is the biggest problem. Dense forest, dense hill stations. There is a network issue, right? You will find out the tallest building. We are unable to find out the signal. So these are the problems. That's problems are with the GPS. That means we have another protocol that is called to the entry protocol. That entry protocol mostly we are used for the network trip, but that protocol is also used for the satellites network tripping. We are working on the same manner. So you will get the idea. That means now we are capable to track and we are capable to provide the navigation services. And navigation services application to the country. So here we will get the idea. Yes, each and every information of our country is under supervision, individual supervision. So right now I will suggest it, my dear friends, before to Google, you should do the Bhuvan. Each and everything we need, we mostly dependent on to the Google. Let's suppose we need to find out the route, Google kar lete hain. Let's suppose we need to find out the information regarding to the Kolkata, we need to the Google. No need to depend it upon to the Google. We have to the another option, that is the Bhuvan. You can find out your home locations. You can put the flag on your home onto the Bhuvan map. That facility is also provided by the ISRO. So most welcome. You can go ahead for this research in the same direction. Now see what is going on. Engineering position. If I talk regarding the Gagan on IRNS, then you will find out. Here you will find out the GPS, that is the Gagan. You can see our 3 satellites, Indian satellites are also working here, but they directly communicating with the Gagan. That's why we can understand 3 segment I have already told you, that is under the supervision of US. But when we remove these satellites from here, Gagan, then you will find out we can provide that direct information to the India. That is dependency less information. That is called to the IRNS. So we have the lot of information. We have the lot of opportunity for the research. Just we need to understand. So what types of research you can perform with the IRNS? Engineering and management process. We will provide the communication system engineering, tally, entrepreneurship, economical development, open source business. We can start the work in the same direction. Now you will find out the IRNS's coverages. So you can find out right now India is capable to provide the communication services to Afghanistan, to Bangladesh, to Bhutan, to Maldives, to Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. So you can understand these countries are in a friend list of India. India never liked to break the relations with this country. You will be find out. Yes, any situation, any situation, but India don't like to break the relationship with this country. What is the reason? Reason is that India have the option for enhance the economy, enhance the business, enhance the research opportunity. That's why you will be find out. Right now, IRNS can provide it the 36000 radius from the Delhi. They can provide the communication services. Now we can provide the communication services, navigation services, application. Each and every activities in this country we can control, we can navigate. So you will be find out. So India is the second research platform in this world. Second research opportunity platform in this world. You can get the idea. So I have gave the various options for all of you so that you can collaborate it for the such types of things. So see here, what types of services, for which types of services, especially which types of services you want to do the research. That means special position services, SPSS, open services without encryptions and restricted services. That means whatever information we receive, you can understand how our mobile phone is working. How can we communicate with our friend? Because we have to the SPSS services without restricted services. But for the defense purpose, we have the precious services. That means authentication, encryption information that is offered by the IRNS. So we can do the same thing in this seminar. Now you will be find out another application. You can start your navigations application, start your research with the navigation science, boat and ships analysis, position analysis. That means underwater research we can plan. Underwater research we can plan. Heavy equipment, transport system analysis we can plan. Right? You will be find out the air navigation. See, before as per my memorization, before the 20 years, chief minister of one state is missing. We are unable to find out. We are unable to find out the one bus is missing. Till now, we are unable to find out. Kandahar can't, you can understand. Na? One flight is hijacked by the Pakistan. We are unable to find out where they have gone. The chief minister of Andhra Pradesh was missing. We are unable to find out. Now, such types of activities are stopped in India because we have to the air navigation system. Now you will be find out the automobile industry. That's why I have put it here the one word, that is the industry 4.0. Now it will come to the 5.0. So you will be find out the entire automobile industry. Can you imagine? Each and every automobile industry want to move in India. Why? Because they have the option. They have the business economical structure. So we can move for the research in the same directions. So you will find out the forecast and environment, weather forecasting, forecast analysis, right? Earthquake analysis. The IRNS will helpful for such types of research, because IRNS provided such types of applications and dimensions. Land resources, ocean science, rural development. I am told you the land resources. That's why I have all told you. You just write the Bhuvan on your Google and click over there, then you will be find out land resources. Every resource is available. Water level is also available. Where the earthquake can be pop up after the few of months. You will be find out each and every information over there, because these information is controlled and managed by the IRNS right now. So my friends, you will be find out the urban development, rural development. These are the real problem in our country. If these are the real problem in our country, then why we are not focused on for the solution? Why we have not implemented our research in the same direction so that our economy, our country can be growing simultaneously as a good Indian? Now you will be find out. So you see the application, another benefit here you will be find out, surveying and mapping. You can see archaeology. That is the one dimension. Geophysics and geology, that is another dimension for the non-engineering. surveying, mapping and geographical information system. Entire physics can be implemented with the IRNS. So you can find out the various application in various domains. If you really want to do this research in the same manner, our university and we are happy for for the collaborations, for the collaboration research, for the collaboration industrial research. I would like to add it here one more word. So military precisions, you will be find out the mobile satellite communications, you will be find out the GPS tracing, weather predictions, and sky driving. You will find out now the scenario will be changed after the 10 to 15 years. Sky driving. If you have the plan to visit the UAE, then you will be find out there is the one very important point, that is the sky driving, right? The sky driving vehicles are available over there. Book the Ola, like the Ola, book the sky driving car. That car will be reached over there. No driver is there. That will be pick up and dropped over there. Such type facilities we have. Then why we have not implemented in our research? Social networking like this one. So like this one, I have to conclude my point here. Such types of research applications we have, the research collaboration we have, and Chandigarh University welcome all of you for in our Kalpana Chawla Research Center. If you want to go in the same dimensions, it is over from my side. If anyone have any question, let me know, please. Yes, please.
Audience, any question?
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful words. This was a wonderful session.
Yes.
Participants, do you have any question? You can please ask. I don't think so. The participants have any question. I would request the host to present the digital mentor.
So don't worry. If don't worry. In case you have any questions, wait 1 minute. Don't worry. Right now, I can understand the immediately question may not be pop up in the brain. So what you will do, you can find out my communication details here. You can ping to me over there, telephone's number and email ID. If you have any problems, such types of thing, most welcome. You can drop a mail or drop a message. I will try to revert back to you. It may be that due to some busy schedule, it may be the delay, but definitely you will get the answers over there. Yes, please, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure students will reach out to you. The participants will reach out to you. I think the digital memento is visible on the screen.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it will be visible soon. Okay.
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you so much for your. With this, we come to the end of our 2 weeks workshop. Now, I would like to invite the convener of IQAC, Dr. Onubroto Mondol, for the vote of thanks.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, honorable guest, head of the Department of Electrical Engineering of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. And it seems to be a great honor to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this workshop a very resounding success. First of all, I would like to give my hearty vote of thanks to our honorable chief patron, Sardar Taranjit Singh, Managing Director of Jazz Group, respected directors, Mr. Simarpreet Singh sir, Mr. Amanjit Singh sir, Mr. Harjot Singh sir, Mr. Anmol Singh sir, and all the other participants also. And it is such an honor for me to get opportunity to thank you all dignitaries on behalf of the IIC IQAC and Innovation Cell of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. I extend a warm welcome to the people in the gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the workshop for their presence and contribution to make this workshop great success. I extend my gratitude to our honorable advisory committee members, Padmasri Professor Ajay Kumar Roy sir, Director from JIC Institute of Advanced Studies and Research, Professor Indrodin Sengupta sir, Vice Chancellor of JIC University, Mr. Uday Shankar Mukherjee sir, Deputy Director of JIC Group, to take out time from his busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day. A special thanks to Professor Mohadas Madam, Principal of our college, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, and Professor Ramesh Chandra Panda sir, association with WeGrow Limited, for providing immense support to make the workshop successful. I extend my gratitude to convener Mr. Rajeshri Chakraborty sir and co-convener sir Mr. Shubhashi Shah to organize this workshop even amidst this pandemic situation. I must thank the organization team, volunteers for working hard for the past few days to make this workshop successful. I congratulate all the participants for their active participations. Thank you everyone once again for making it a great success. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for Dr. Unguto sir, our IQAC convener, as well as the whole team. On behalf of whole team, I would also like to thank our workshop team for organizing and for conducting this event, and all the speakers, and our Dr. Ramesh Chandra Panda sir also, our principal madam, our advisory committee, all the dignitaries. Special thank you for all of them, and our principal madam for judging the program, for giving us permission for organizing this kind of event. And thank you all